Hey everyone, my name is Althea Williams. You probably know me from Hallmark Movie Channel fan page on Facebook. Today I will be doing a review on some movies that I have watched. I'm almost done with the new release. I think I have one left, if I'm not mistaken, that came out in 2024. So, Betty's Bad Luck in Love is the first movie I'm going to be doing today, and we're going to discuss some things. Once again, these are my opinions, and you are entitled to yours, and I'm entitled to mine, and we're going to both respect each other and like, share, and comment below so you won't miss any of my videos. All right. So the movie starts off with Betty. She's a young lady, and she believes in a curse that's been on her life for about 20 to 22 years from a young lady she went to middle school with. She believes she hexed her. All right. So Betty ends up ending several relationships because of the hex that she believes is on her life. Her best friend is Maya. Now, Maya is a really true ride or die. And she, tries to tell Betty, don't think about the bad things that, about what the whole curse thing, because she doesn't think it's real. So one Saturday, Betty rushes to work. On the way to work downstairs, she meets her neighbor, Alex. Now, Alex is a nice looking guy, a very nice looking guy. And she ends up, saying, what brilliant person would move in on a Saturday? And that's how they meet. And she rushes to work. And then one of the janitors said, "Oh, you really putting in the midnight oil, basically." And he tells her, like, she was like, "What?" And he was like, "It's Saturday." And she's, "Oh, I forgot something." Then she rushes back home. And Alex like, back so soon or something like that. And she was like, "Yeah, I forgot it's Saturday or whatever." So they end up, fighting with each other, and then, like, going on a date. And then Betty was kind of scared to go with him or whatever because of the curse. Now I will say this: the movie, I had heard a lot of mixed reviews on the movie, and I will say in honesty, I actually liked the movie. I would actually buy it on DVD because it did catch my attention. I liked in the end that, her and Alex did end up together, and they got married, and her friend Maya was her maid of honor. And Maya also got married too in the movie. She got married first, and then she got pregnant. And then Betty and Alex got together. And Alex was always understanding because, he had offered to take Betty on a camping trip. And, she was very hesitant. So she told Maya about it, and Maya actually went with her so they can go camping. And then they heard noises outside of the tent. And what did Betty and Maya do? They freaked out and they started blowing the horn. And Alex realizes, and he's like, "Betty, what are you doing here?" So she was like, "I was worried about you." I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet," or whatever. And, she had tried to contact him after the whole incident when she went to go camping, after she had told him no, her and Maya had went on their own and followed them there. And Maya ends up telling Alex's sister about Betty's bad luck. So Betty, works, and Betty has a coworker, actually, that has a thing for her. And he ends up helping her find one of her classmates, the one that put the hex on her. And she actually tells Betty, she sits down and tells Betty, "Hey, I didn't, I don't believe in like superstition and stuff like that." And she's like, "But you said your mom was basically like, a fancy word for saying a palm reader." She was like, "No, my mom worked at a bank. I thought it was just cool to say it." And then Betty was like, her and her friend was like, "Wow, so it basically was not what I always thought it was." And, it was good that, somebody that, y'all childhood friends, well, not childhood friends, arch enemies or whatever. And, y'all could sit down. I love when people, even if it's from your past and y'all thought you had beef, and the beef is not even there anymore. Like, y'all are both, glowing and growing in y'all careers, and y'all are thriving. And she was happy to see Betty. She's like, "You haven't really changed or whatever." And she said, "You look good though." And I love that. And I love that Betty was really worried about Alex, but he always stood, by her side, and he was trying to tell her, like, it's not real. And he reassured Betty. He really reassured her at the end, and he married her. And I actually love that. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I would definitely watch it again because it was a sweet little cute movie in my opinion. But of course, I know some people may or may not like the movie, and that's totally fine with me. We're here to agree to disagree. So the next movie I will be doing today is Love on the Right Course. Now, Whitney was a golfer, like her mother, and she meets Daniel. Daniel works at the, I think, country club, golf court, whatever. It's like connected to her parents or whatever. Her mom had a restaurant. Her mom sadly passed away, and her dad closed it down shortly after. And he decides to sell it. He meets a realtor, and actually the realtor tried to scam him, but I'm glad that Daniel was there, and he had a brother that was a real estate attorney. And we have Andrew, who is Whitney's caddy that quit on her when she had lost her way. And Daniel kind of, puts it back together, and they have their moment or whatever. And Daniel thought that, since Andrew was back in the picture, she would ask him, because, remember, in the beginning, Andrew left her when she really needed somebody, like when she really needed somebody the most, because she was not focused. And I understand Andrew's point of view, and I understand Whitney's point of view. She was going through a lot, and she just lost her way, but she needed a friend more than anything. But Andrew, I think, was kind of selfish, but I understand where Andrew was coming from. But you should have talked to Whitney. Then when Whitney reached out to him, he decided to come and take it upon himself, saying, "Oh, I'm going to go back and get what I need," because Whitney is trying to train for golfing with the she was going to let people pay to train, and she'll train them on golfing. And I was like, how you gonna come back after you left her at her lowest when she needed a friend? And it was kind of like a love triangle. I think Andrew had feelings for Whitney, but I don't think Whitney felt the same. I think she just kept it as strictly business friends, nothing more. But I could tell that she liked Daniel because it was something there. It was something like he gave her a challenge. He was there for her when she really needed somebody. Like, when you meet somebody and you are at your lowest and you meet that person, they're there for you. That was what Whitney needed. And it was Daniel. And I'm glad that her and Daniel actually end up together in the end. And I'm glad that her dad did not sell. And I'm glad that Daniel was there. His brother was there for the real estate attorney to help with the house and the golf court or country club or whatever. It was actually a beautiful course, and I actually liked Whitney's character. She was cool. Daniel's character, love him. Would I watch it again? I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't watch it again. It wasn't really worth it in my opinion. It was good, but it was one of those movies you watch and you just go about your day. And that's all for today. If you want any more reviews, please, please, please tell me, comment below, and I will watch the movie and, of course, give my honest review. Thank you. Bye.